Hello, everybody, and welcome to the beautiful home of Mark Twain in Hartford, Connecticut. Today is the 20th of 2021, June, and I'm here to share and recap my journey through the East Coast of the United States. It has been truly remarkable so far. The last place I got to share my videos was in Virginia. I was about to head to Monticello, the residence of Thomas Jefferson, our third president of the United States. And it was truly a phenomenal experience and quite spectacular, to be honest. His home is very beautiful, inspired by the Italian Renaissance style. And he was a man of many colors. He was a man that fought for equality for all men of the United States. He had a view that was big for that time, but also a man of contradictions, because he was a man that had slaves in his property, more than 600. So that in itself is huge. He slept with one of his slaves and had 4 children. So that was the gossip of that time, truly. Anyway, after that wonderful experience at the Monticello, which also, on the side note, the gardens were phenomenal. Truly remarkable in every sense of the word. Almost like a miniature botanical garden. And they had they had farms, and they were growing crops even till this moment at the Monticello. Some of the vegetables and fruits that they grow on the property, they use it at their cafe and serve it locally when it's seasonal. So after that, I went on over to Shenandoah. I perhaps am butchering that park. It's a national park in Virginia. It is truly remarkable. I got to hike there. I saw plenty of deer. It was towards dawn, so I got to see the sunset at one of the highest peaks, and it was truly stunning in every sense of the word. After that, the next day, I got to discover the beautiful caverns of Luray, and that was beautiful in itself. Very complex, many different formations in the caves, so it was beautiful as well. Then after that, I went camping for the first time on my trip at Blackwater Falls in West Virginia, which was also quite fascinating. I really loved it there. The falls were outstanding and truly a place where you can contemplate and enjoy the moment. A funny thing I saw when I was looking into the falls, I saw a family get together, and in a symbolic way, one of their family members had unfortunately passed away, and they were dumping the ashes into the falls, but the wind blew and it was going everywhere into people's faces and whatnot. So it was a thing to see. After this, I headed on over to Pennsylvania, to the beautiful architectural structure of Falling Waters, which was one of many of the architectural works of Floyd Wright, a great American architect of the 20th century, around the 30s. And his style was combining both the works of man and nature into one form of harmony, and it was truly beautiful. After this, I went on over to the pinnacle and greatest center of the Battle of Gettysburg, which defined the fate of this country, of America, and I was taken away. I was very emotional that day, It really changed everything for what this nation stands for. It could have changed for better or worse, for another ideal, another concept. And it was a crucial battle. It was the bloodiest battle in American history. Many men died that between those 3 days that it spanned, and the estimated amount was 7,000 people dying during the battle. And many days after, with all the casualties, a lot of people died because of infection. And also, during those days, there wasn't the medical knowledge that we have today. So, yeah, because of loss of blood, amputations, infection, which was very prominent during those days. So, a small anecdote that comes to mind that I heard from one of the people I spoke to that was there, a park ranger. He said that flies were a normal thing during those times, so people were used to it. So for the records that were accounted for, that people said the flies were horrendous, must have been something beyond our imagination. They also said the stench of blood and decomposing bodies could have been smelled beyond a 6-mile radius, which is beyond our understanding as well. So after Gettysburg, I headed on over the next day to Longwood, a beautiful botanical garden, all done by a man named Dupont, a French political refugee who went into the business of gas, and he brought forth these beautiful gardens that were very beautiful and brought you to a sense of going into European style of gardening, and it was truly remarkable as well. After this, I headed on over to a beautiful waterfall called Rocket Glen. It's a state park, and there's this beautiful trail called Fall Trails, and there you can experience many different styles of waterfall. And I was taken away. I did around 14 kilometer, I would say 8 or 9 miles of hiking there, and every turn, every corner was enchanting and quite magical. After this, I headed on over to New York and New York State, of course. And there I got to enjoy Milacalwy State Park and saw this beautiful waterfall towards the evening. It was drizzling, but it was definitely worth the small hike to that fall. And hence, here I am in Connecticut now, enjoying the beautiful residence of the extraordinary author Mark Twain, who was renowned for many works such as Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, A Yankee, and King Arthur's Court. He was a visionary, a man of culture, and truly a famous and celebrated man around the world. He has left a legacy and a great impact around the international community and, of course, the American community. So for now, this is what has been these past couple days. It's been an honor sharing this with all of you, and if any of you have any suggestions of what you want to see for the next upcoming videos, let me know. And I thank you all of those who are following, and I wish each and every one of you the very best and many blessings. Peace for now, and much love to all of you. Have a wonderful day wherever you may be.